Real fake, real fake, real fake, real fake news.
Welcome to the Real Fake News. I'm your host, Jesse Bertel. Today I will discuss the media coverage of the 2016 Democratic presidential primary race in a little game I call Real Fake News. Let's play Real Fake News. In real news, Bernie Sanders officially endorsed Hillary Clinton as the Democratic presidential nominee. Wait, what? No, he didn't. Bernie Sanders wouldn't do that, would he?
I am proud of the campaign we ran here in New Hampshire and across the country. Our campaign won the primaries and caucuses in 22 states. And when the roll call at the Democratic National Convention is announced, it will show that we won almost 1,900 delegates. Far more than almost anyone thought we could win. But it is not enough to win the nomination. Secretary Clinton goes into the convention with 389 more pledged delegates than we have, and a lot more superdelegates. Secretary Clinton has won the Democratic nominating process. And I congratulate her for that. She will be the Democratic nominee for president, and I intend to do everything I can to make certain she will be the next president of the United States.
Bernie, why? Couldn't you wait until the convention to give up the fight? I can't believe this. You backstabbing traitor. You build us all up, you bring us all together, and you get us ready to take on the corporate interests. Then you hand it over on a silver platter to the Wall Street candidate? You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's play again. In fake news, Bernie Sanders' endorsement was not actually a concession. Heavy.com released an exclusive conference call from Bernie Sanders to his delegates.
What's going to happen to delegates in Philadelphia? Well, the answer is we need you there, and we need you to vote for Bernie Sanders for president. And my hope is we can get 1,900 votes on the first ballot.
Oh, well, that's very different. Sorry what I said about you earlier. Did I say traitor? I don't think I said that. Well, I'm sorry. I was getting very emotional. So why did you endorse her? You can't say? Oh, I understand. According to Snopes.com, rumors are going around social media that in 1932, FDR endorsed his opponent before the contested convention. Snopes goes on to debunk this rumor, summarizing, FDR headed into the convention with a majority of pledged delegates prior to the advent of superdelegates. While FDR needed a hard-won two-thirds majority to seize his nomination, he also started with more delegates than his competitors, and the process of formally endorsing a rival didn't appear to be exceptionally relevant, if at all common, in the 1932 presidential nominating process. Another rumor, according to Snopes, is that as per DNC rules, a candidate with an active campaign is not allowed to deny an endorsement of another campaign. Doing so would result in forfeiture of said candidate's superdelegate states and the loss of access to the convention floor stage. Again, Snopes debunks this rumor based on the fact that there's no such language in the actual rulebook, which I personally read and found nothing. And of course, there's this last rumor that Snopes reported from social media that originated with Ashley Wolthius, a Bernie delegate from Utah. I have contacts within both campaigns. Here's what I was told yesterday and today. Clinton's campaign threatened to vote down every concession made to Bernie on the platform if he did not endorse her prior to the convention. He was threatened? Wolthius was contacted later that day by phone. According to Snopes, she said, the use of the term that Bernie was threatened, she explained, was overblown. She did indeed have conversations with various delegates associated with both campaigns, and she said it was common knowledge among most delegates that the Clinton campaign was insisting on Bernie making an endorsement prior to the convention if the more progressive parts of the platform would be retained. The truth is, we may never know the reason he endorsed her, but that doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing. He's walking a tightrope, and each step must be carefully placed. The only thing that matters right now is that he's still campaigning, so it may look like he's down, but he's clearly not out. He's like Rocky. When you think he's finished, boom!
Hard left and the right combination.
What is keeping him up, Bill? I don't know.
Can't even get his gloves up to protect
Right in. He's defenseless now, Bill.
Down, stay down. Paulo dancing around with his arms in the air. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apollo can't believe it. Oh, he tagged him.
The champion got a left to the ribs, his right ribs. Oh, this has been a tremendous...
Okay, champ.
More clear.
I can't see nothing. Gotta open my eye. Cut me, Mick.
You don't want to do it.
Well, cut me. Cut me.
Okay, try it. Cut it. My God.
You're bleeding inside, champ. I'm gonna stop the fight. Hey, you understand? You ain't stopping nothing, man. You ain't stopping nothing.
You stop this fight, I'll kill you.
I won't stop. Get it.
I'm going.
You want to go?
We need to show up at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia by the millions. Let's not let his endorsement disperse this powerful movement that he brought together. He needs our support.
15 rounds, how do you feel?
All right, fella.
What are you thinking about when that buzzer sounds for that line? What do you think about when the 15th round when you're coming out?
Rocky.
Okay, Rocky, we get the point. Let's play again. In real news, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer, Philly airport workers vote to strike during the DNC. Well, that might make it difficult for everyone to get there. I will be shooting my next documentary film, Revolution in Philadelphia. I hope this doesn't affect my flight. It seems very convenient to hold a strike on the same week as the Democratic National Convention. RT reports, Service Employees International Union, SEIU, Local 32BJ, is demanding the right to unionize airport workers and calling for a $15 minimum hourly wage, an end to irregular scheduling, a clearer paid sick leave policy, and a fair disciplinary system. Should the strike go forward during the Democratic Convention, it may result in extended delays for anyone trying to get in and out of Philadelphia. Son of a... Now, why the hell would anyone want to do that? It's almost like the SEIU intentionally doesn't want a lot of people showing up at the convention.
We need Hillary Clinton.
Hillary will do it. We need Hillary Clinton.
We need Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton is the one.
We need Hillary Clinton. We really do.
Oh, now it makes sense. Hillary Clinton fights dirty, but we're stronger. This whole primary race has been riddled with voter suppression and outright election fraud, as I covered extensively in my previous episodes. So, if you've been following the Bernie Sanders campaign, you've probably seen at least a few things that made you angry. Let's face it, if you're awake, you should be angry. But we can't let our anger guide us. The war machine feeds off of aggression. It gives reason for more destruction. But after all, it's only a machine. We need to differentiate ourselves from the rest of the Democratic Party by how we treat each other. Let's play one more time. In fake news, Bernie Sanders' endorsement of Hillary Clinton was a political move. George Ramos spoke with Ralph Nader about Hillary Clinton's coronation.
I always believe, Jorge, in voting your conscience, not tactical votes, not least worst votes. If you do tactical least worst votes, you lose your bargaining power over the candidates. They never look back when you basically say to them, well, I don't like either candidate, but you're not as bad as the other one.
Mr. Nader, in 2008, you criticized Hillary Clinton by saying, and I'm quoting, she was looking for a coronation. Do you still think the same?
Well, she was until Bernie Sanders came along, and I think his endorsement today was very dignified. He basically didn't slobber over her. He basically went through all the promises she made in response to his pressure on student aid, on immigration reform, on minimum wage, on criminal justice reform, on environment and climate change. I thought it was a really brilliant statement. I have it here. Yeah. I urge everybody to read it, because he set her up for political betrayal, which would allow him to enlarge his civic mobilization movement.
Hillary Clinton is the presumptive Democratic nominee. But that doesn't mean the fight is over. Bernie Sanders is still asking delegates to vote for him on the floor of the convention. So let's give them their chance to vote before tearing the leader down that we lifted up so high. I will be in Philadelphia from Sunday, July 24th through Friday, July 29th. Join me on youtube.com/walkingeyetv, on facebook.com/therealfakenews, and on twitter.com/realfakenews1, as I provide live stream updates from delegates inside, as well as daily coverage from outside the Democratic National Convention. And I will show you what you won't see in the real news. And that's the Real Fake News. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my Walking Eye TV channel.
Real fake, real fake, real fake, real fake news.
This program is brought to you in part through the generous support from viewers like you. If you like this program and would like to see more programs like these, please show your support by clicking on the support link on my Walking Eye TV channel and donating any amount. You can also show your support for production of my new documentary film, Revolution in Philadelphia, on gofundme.com/filmphillydnc. I would like to give a shout out to Andy Galipeau, John Ford, and Melanie Coulter for helping me with the necessary research to make this episode possible.